You get a strange feeling when you're about to leave a place. Like you'll not only miss the people you love, but you'll miss the person you are now at this time in this place, because you'll never be this way again. So what did I do? I applied to study abroad in Jonkoping, Sweden. I was soon accepted by both schools and got to move on to the fun part. I went through the long process to get my passport, booked a flight, got some Swedish krona, a travel buddy, and said goodbye. August 14th was the start of my journey. I got on a green plane, got dinner and a movie from Aer Lingus, went on one of these things, watched the sunrise from Dublin, waited forever in Stockholm, and before I knew it, I was in the air on my last flight to Jonkoping.
Cause they play like an old song, like an old movie. All of my moments with you.
Then I landed in Jonkoping. This is the house I live in. It's in Tenholt, and there are about 20 people who live here, all really nice. So a couple days after I got here, I took a bus, got to see this lovely view, and went to IKEA. The IKEA here is huge, and I guess they're all like this, but they're so much bigger than back home, and I got lost quite a few times. On Monday, I took the train in to go to school for the first time, where I was introduced to the Blue Crew, the student group for the School of Education and Communication. On Tuesday, we had Inspiration Day, where we got the chance to thank our fathers for being awesome. This is the breathtaking view of the school from the Health Sciences building, and I am super blessed to have this view. I got to go to this Blue Crew event, and then that night we pre-partied for a little while before everyone went to the club. I didn't go that night. The next day we walked a long time, went to this weird event that was cancelled, so we went to Fika instead. Then we waited in a very, very long line to go into this place to the event called SFI, which is a student water event and is the biggest pool party apparently in all of Scandinavia. Last night we had a toga party at the student club Akademin, and we pre-partied, and then we went to the club and we had such a great time. They even played some American music that I knew, and that was very exciting. So being in Jonkoping is absolutely the best experience I've had so far, and I've only been here for like a week and a half, I think. I really, really enjoy it, and I'm so grateful. I've made a lot of friends. There's some girls who live in the house with me. We've become friends, and we'll go out and do stuff together, and it's awesome. And then in one of my groups for kickoff week, which I'll explain a little more in a second, I've made some friends there, which is cool. So I'll start at the beginning. So the house that I live in, there's about 20 people. We're all international students, so none of us speak Swedish. It's really cool. I met people from Australia and Germany. So it's cool. What they do here is they have a kickoff week, which is similar to orientation for a normal university. And what they do is they split you up into your schools. So I'm at the School of Education and Communication. They split you up even further, and they put you into what they call fodder groups. So it means you're with about 10 to 15 other students and 6 fodders who are Jonkoping University students who have been there for more than a year and really understand the ropes. And what they do, the point of it is to get you to know other international students as well as Swedish students. So my fodder group is the Aktivists, and everyone in there is super awesome. I've learned some chants, so I learned a little bit of Swedish. I've learned how to say "Här är aktivist," which means "here are the activists." Great phrase I'm going to use for the rest of the time I'm in Sweden. Being in these fodder groups, we get to do a bunch of activities and stuff, and I've done a few. The first night, we got to go to Akademin, which is a student nightclub that we have. I got my wristband from Akka, that's what we call it. So we went to this event, and we had to do a bunch of different assignments to win points, and one of them was get as many people to go in the lake and get a picture of it. And so I went to a freezing cold lake, only up to my knees, but I still went into a freezing cold lake, and it was so worth it. I went to my first fika. No, fika is something you do in like mid-afternoon, and you go out with friends and you get coffee and a sweet of some kind. And I did that with my fodder group, and it was a lot of fun. And it's very big in Sweden. They love to fika. The weather here in Sweden hasn't been that great. Apparently they had a really, really nice summer, and then all the international students arrive and it's been raining. It's actually raining right now. So there have been a few times that there's been a little bit of sun, but not a lot. That's no fun. I can't really think of much else that's happened in the past week and a half. There's been a lot that's gone on, but I hope you all enjoy keeping up dates with me like this. There will be more. I don't know how often, but there will be more. But that's all I can really think of to say for right now. So I will see you all next time. Lots of love from Jonkoping. Bye.
There are streets in the city that are hard to drive through, but I know that my family and friends will forgive me if one day I leave somewhere new.